Henrietta, are you climbing up the outside of the house? Please explain yourself. And, I saw you get out of that young man's car. Please explain yourself. And, who used up all my rouge? Henrietta, explain yourself. So I'd had plenty of practice. My hands folded neatly in front of me, I regarded the jury. Papa, Mama, Ruby, degenerate. Genevieve looked over the edge of the book with narrowed eyes. I've decided to go to Hollywood and try to make it in the movies. You can't. Henny, you can't. Ruby crossed her arms. Where are you going to get the money? I have money. Enough for 3 months' room and board at the Hollywood Studio Club, a clean and wholesome boarding house for clean and wholesome girls. Genevieve, who shared a bedroom with me, and had witnessed me using our fire escape to great personal advantage over the last few years, snorted a laugh but said nothing. Probably because she still wanted to live. Wait a sec. I just read... Ruby jumped up from her chair and popped back into the dining room a moment later, the sail of an open newspaper crinkling around her. Look at this. Parents plead for information about missing girl. Miss Irma Van Pelt of Evanston, Illinois, left for Hollywood to become an actress a year ago. Now she's missing. Mama, that could be Henny. In spite of the stab of pity I felt for Miss Irma Van Pelt, I considered this a low blow from Ruby. She knew that young girls could find danger down sunny side streets in small towns just as easily as in a place like Hollywood. I hardly gave the article a glance before snatching the paper out of Ruby's hands. Probably ran off with some millionaire European magnate, I said, balling it up and tossing it into a corner. Anyway, it said she had a hard time finding any work, and I won't have to worry about that. Ruby crossed her arms. Oh, really? I can't imagine the studios let just anyone in off the street. I sat up straighter. You are looking at the winner of the Woodbury Facial Soap Citywide Beauty Contest. Prize? One-way ticket to Hollywood and a bona fide screen test. Ruby went white as I reached into my pocket and pulled out my trump card. The ticket, a folded-up certificate, and a letter of congratulations from the president of Woodbury Facial Soap, instructing me when and where to go for my screen test. Let me see that, Ruby said, pulling the bundle from between my fingers. Oh, a beauty contest, Mama said, clapping her hands together. Darling, was it very crowded? 200 girls. It was actually closer to 20, but my family didn't need to know that. Did they climb out of Lake Michigan? Genevieve asked, and I flicked a pea at her. How do you know this isn't a con? Ruby asked, peering down at the letter in search of fine print, which was practically her job, busy as she was these days trying to break barriers and become some fine, sword-swinging lady lawyer. She had a few more months of school before her professors unleashed her on an unwitting public, and then everybody'd better watch out. I was actually quite proud of her, when she wasn't swinging that sword of justice in my direction. I'm going to call this Mr. Woodbury. She got up from the table right then, although it was Sunday night and I doubted even the hard-working people at the Woodbury Facial Soap Company would be in the office. A beauty contest? Papa's face screwed up in a frown, and he removed his spectacles for another thorough cleaning. No answer, Ruby called from the hallway. She appeared a minute later in the doorway, hands on her hips. What happens if you get out there and the whole thing was just some publicity stunt so Mr. Woodbury can sell a few more bars of soap? Have any of these past winners ever gone on to anything? Who cares about them? I'm me. And I'm going to do it. Men are going to try to take advantage of you. Ruby tossed the letter onto the table. Men already tried to take advantage of me. I gave a wave with my hand. Maybe now I can get something out of it. Henrietta, Mama said, trying to sound scandalized. You're only 18. And getting older every second. That's another thing. Ruby gave me a hard look. You look cute now, with your blonde hair and blue eyes and rosy cheeks.